Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I have a big stack of all my journals. Well, these aren't all of them, but a lot of my journals here today. I want to kind of show how January went in my journals. So let's just get started because as you can see, there's a lot to cover. I'm going to start with my hobonichi cousin. This is my memory keeping journal for the year. And let's just kind of flip through and see what I got going on so far. So first we have our intro page. I didn't do this in my last year's journal, so I thought it would be nice to just add a little photo of myself. I also didn't use these pages very much last year, so I wanted to figure out a way to better utilize them. If you watched my last video, you know I'm really about making creative syllabuses for myself. On these pages, I think I'm gonna take some time quarterly to kind of write out in an aesthetic way some things I'm adding to my syllabus. So these aren't exactly the tasks that are in my syllabus. I think I'm gonna make my next video about it, but this is kind of like a mood board of what my syllabus is. So I have three main pillars: movement. I'm really trying to just get into moving my body a little bit more. So doing yoga, jump roping, dancing. I'm doing a heels dance series right now, and taking long walks with my boyfriend. This whole syllabus is really about like grounding and myself in my home. In that vein, the next pillar is safe space. So I want to continue to develop and take time for my morning routine, really get our apartment decor together. We've lived here for over a year, but haven't really made it a home yet. Morning pages, psych and therapy. So I finally got a referral to a psychiatrist, so I need to go ahead and schedule that. Last pillar here is practice. So just focusing on care and community. That's really important with these unprecedented times we're living in. Reading before bed. I'm really bad at this. I'm still falling asleep on the couch, but I'm trying to put myself to bed actually. Writing is central, so keeping writing in the center of my days and keeping promises to myself. I'm learning to trust myself. So yeah, that's my winter syllabus page. I think it's really cute. I got these cat stickers in Chicago. I got these button stickers from a Junk Journal Club event, and this is from my big sticker book of like vintage stickers. I forget what it's called. I'll throw it on the screen. For the December monthly, I turned it into a place to kind of track my 30 before 30 progress. So I just put a goal in each of the boxes, cross them out or highlight them as I complete them. Alrighty, then we go into the monthlies, and this is so satisfying, you guys. Using my Canon Ivy, but I am not a big fan of this thing. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it started off printing pretty well, like up here, but then these down here are just really bad, and there's streaks through them. Like, I don't know. This is like the third mini printer I got, and it's not doing it for me. I'm like, I don't know if I want to buy another one because the last two I've had have just kind of failed me, but either way, I still think this page looks pretty good, just seeing all the photos there. And hopefully I can make February look as good as this one. Looking ahead to the January weekly pages, so I wanted to make a lot better use of these weeklies than I did in 2025. So I decided to highlight certain events that happen each week in these pages about like what we did leading up to New Year's. So we went on a hike. I read a book for my book club. We made a charcuterie board for New Year's Eve, so printed that out because it was really cute. And on the other side here, I just have some style resolutions that I have for myself for the new year. And yeah, I really like this color palette I chose. I've been really digging this. And continuing on that same vein, I just chose like two fun things that I did this week to kind of highlight in detail on this page. So over here I went to a film workshop at my local library, and that was so much fun. We learned how to develop film just using like coffee grounds and stuff. And then over here I have a spread about a punch card party I hosted at a wine bar in Koreatown to kind of make those 2026 punch cards with my friends. Have you guys seen those? I made a short about them, but let me show you mine. So here are the punch cards I made. You want to wake up at 7, journal every day, post on Substack, be near water, yoga every day for a week, read my physical TBR, and send a letter to a friend. Oh, and also complete a craft. So those are my punch cards. And here's the spread about making them. This week I went out with some friends, so kind of read about that. I went to a screening of Black News this weekend, which was such a good film. I want to watch it again. It was a perfect film to be there for the talk afterwards because it's just so dense. This week I also did my first Whatnot show, so I have a little screenshot of that. And yeah, I think this is like my favorite page of the week. It's just, there's a lot going on, but I kind of like that. Talking about my first heels class. I went to the Huntington Gardens for a friend's birthday, so a lot of the pictures are from there. My beautiful best friend. I've been loving these Pilot G2s. It takes so long to dry on this paper, but I love the colors of them. So this is the one I use for this page, and also this is Mild Liners. On the last page of the weeklies, I'm gonna do like a month in review, so I just have some prompts here, like in my ears, what I'm listening to. So Why Should I Be Sad by Britney Spears, First Time by Rima Adara, and White Doves by Mariba have been on repeat for me. Some food and drinks that I love this month. I think the highlight was the mango sticky rice latte from Series A and the high tea at the Huntington Gardens on my screen. So what I'm watching, unfortunately I'm watching Ice Terrorize My City, but I'm also watching Shrinking. That show is very wholesome. I like it. I watched Yi Yi, which was a really good Taiwanese movie, and The Party Girl, which is a 90s film, which I love a good 90s movie. In my hands, so just some things that are in my hands recently, I guess. My journals, lots of vintage clothes, my jump rope, pill bottles because I did have to take antibiotics and I had an allergic reaction to antibiotics, so yeah, taking a lot of pills. Close to my heart, every single baby affected by ice. Abolish ice. In my mind, where does the world go from here? Big questions. Now we get into the dailies. So I do have some catching up to do in here. Always have catching up to do. But I'm just going to flip through these. I'm not going to spend too much time on any page. I try to either do some like longer form journaling in here. And if I don't get to it, then I just kind of do whatever. So paste things in. Write a little poem. I wrote out a recipe here for something, so I just glued that in there. But yeah. That's how these pages are looking. Here's more of this Pilot pen. I just love it so much. I think it looks great in this journal with the tone of the pages. Okay, do I have anything else in here? Oh, there's some more stuff here. Oh, I went to this Grammy U party and they had a cute photo booth. This is the letter from Poem Club, which is one mail club I'm in, and I love putting those in my journal every year. That's also what this is from, which I kind of just skipped over. This poem here. I love sticking those in my journal. I do have a couple pages to catch up on in here, and if it gets too past the day, I just try to you know, collage it, throw some junk in there, just do anything. I'd rather it be like kind of ugly and imperfect. Like, I don't love these pages, but I'd rather them be kind of ugly and imperfect than not having anything done at all. So that's how my hobonichi is looking for the month. Okay, my next journal, this is my current projects journal. So if I'm writing any poetry, if I'm writing a Substack post, anything like that, I will start writing it by hand in here and then take it to the computer. I'm not really gonna flip through this, but the update here is that I have like a couple pages left in here, so that's gonna be retired soon, and I'm gonna be using this Clairefontaine notebook. I'm really excited about this. I got this for a gift last year. The pages feel just like so smooth. I think this will be really nice for a fountain pen. And I just love like the very retro look of this notebook. So yeah, I'm excited to start digging into that. So let's do this. So this is my another hobonichi. It's a 5-year journal. So it goes from 2026 to 2030. So this is how the pages are set up. It has date at the top, and then it has a grid section for each year, and then it has like a free grid space on the other side, and then a quote that is in Japanese, so I can't read it. So what I've been doing is just at the end of the day writing a few lines about the day, and then on these pages I've chosen to add some like affirmations. So this is the affirmation book I'm reading at the moment, Affirmations for the Inner Child by Raquel Lerner. I'm adding these in like every 5 pages. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do for the other pages, but we'll see. So the only thing about this is that I don't want it to get chunky at all because I want to be able to travel with it. So I'm only using ink. I'm not gonna paste anything in here, and I'm trying to use the same pen. So this is the Zebra fountain pen. I'm gonna try and use this for the entire 5 years. Obviously I will have to replace this at some point. But I think these should be pretty easy to get, hopefully. You guys, the lighting is completely different. It got really dark in here all of a sudden, so I had to turn on my little clip-on light. But as I was saying, I'm gonna try and use the same pen for this whole thing. So these two stay together, and now I'm thinking maybe I should stock up on these Zebra fountain pens because I'm afraid in like 2028 I won't be able to find them anymore. I like having a practice at the end of my day to just reflect. Obviously I try to journal every day, but sometimes I don't get to it, but I can always do this one. Next is morning pages. So I actually just finished this little notebook of morning pages. I'm still doing them. Every time I finish it, I try to decorate the cover and just denote how long it took me to finish it. Don't have any more lined notebooks, so I'm just using this dot grid notebook right now that I was using for like other stuff back in the day, but I'm probably never gonna finish it, so repurposing the journal. But I don't really like this format. I want to go back to a lined journal as soon as possible. I made a short on my morning pages, but if you haven't seen it, I loosely follow the Artist's Way thing. I've never read the Artist's Way, but I've heard of the concept of morning pages. It intrigued me, so I try to do 3 pages a day. Sometimes I don't get there. Like, look, this is one morning's entry. That's not good, but sometimes I do much more than 3 pages. It just depends on how I'm feeling that day. I like this size of journal, so I think I'm gonna stick with this. I think this will be like a B6 probably. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with this size going forward because usually it's very doable to do 3 pages. Okay guys, we're getting through it. Let's go to my rings planner. So this is my planner for the year. This is a moterm A5. Have this little guy from Woodchuck Santo on it. I got order from Woodchuck Santo for my birthday, for Christmas. I had to send them back. They don't fit, so I don't have the tabbies yet, but I have this little guy, and one day I will have my red tabbies. So it's kind of just me twiddling my thumbs waiting for my shoes to arrive. So let's go in here. This is what she's looking like. So I don't have a lot of stuff in here right now because I've actually been using it to journal, so I'm so proud of myself. But usually this is all full with like ephemera and stuff. I do have some stickers in here, but I'm pretty proud of myself that I've gotten through a lot of the stuff that I stashed in here. So let's flip through my section. So I kind of just have a dashboard here which has important dates of the month. Then I have this picture of my boyfriend and I in Chicago for my birthday last year. I have a couple of dividers. My 2026 at a glance. This is from the Alice Coltrane exhibit at the Hammer Museum. More cat dividers. And then we have our monthlies. So our February monthly. I'm not doing much decorating of these. I just do a couple stickers and then try to keep it to black ink. This is a pen I've really been loving for this. I can't remember what it is, but it's not a typical Pentel. It's like a collab. It's a needle tip, very fine needle tip, and it's so smooth. Just love the color of the body. Here's another print that I hole punched to put in here. Another kitty divider, and then we have my weeklies. So I started off printing weeklies. Let me show you. I started off with these printable weeklies, but it just wasn't working for me, but it helped me kind of ideate what I did want in a weekly. So I've just been drawing this format out for the past few weeks, but I think soon I'm gonna try and like mock up something on Canva so I can just print it out and not have to draw it out each time. But I don't mind it. I did bullet journal for many years, so I'm kind of used to that whole thing. This week was kind of a wash. I don't know, I just wasn't in a great headspace, so a lot of this did not get filled out, but I still like having it, you know, even if I don't use it too much. So that's how the weeklies are looking. In the back, I just have a couple pages of things. So I made this ginger chicken soup, so I have the recipe for that. I want to reorganize my fridge, so I jot down some stuff about that, and that's pretty much it. I want to fill the back of here more with like journaling about things that I've been loving lately, like obsession pages, so we'll see if we get there. In the back here, I just have some more stickers. I have this Lisa Frank plastic zipper thing that I have some ephemera in. Back here, I just have a postcard, a letter that I've just opened to myself in fall 2026, more stickers, and from my from my best friend's wedding, a photo booth pic, and just some more ephemera. And then I just have some extra paper here as well. But yeah, that is my moterm. So it's still a work in progress. I want to deck this out a lot more. Right now I just have like a couple things. A friend brought this back from Japan for me, the woodchuck sado. I don't know, I want to make it a lot cuter. I see a lot of people's binders and they're just so unique and cool, so we'll get there. She's still growing with me. I love this color though, it's a great green. Lastly, I have my junk journal, which I have added some pages to. Okay, first of all, look what happened. How sad. I don't know if I'm gonna keep going on this junk journal because of that, but here are the most recent pages I added, so I'm just gonna flip through pretty quickly. But I am very intimidated by other people's junk journals because mine is just like literally just junk. Like I try not to think about it too much because if I do, I don't do a lot in here, and I've accumulated so much stuff that I need to just paste it because it's fine. I have a lot of it. So it's what it's looking like. It doesn't look like the TikTok girlies, but that's okay, you know, that's okay. So yeah, I did a good amount of pages in here recently. I'm proud of myself because whenever I accumulate just a lot of junk, I put off junk journaling because it is too overwhelming. I really like this page and this page. I always feel like I start off in a good spot, and then as the journaling session continues, it gets like more, I don't know. But yeah, so I was looking to all my journals for January. If you made it to the end, thank you for watching. I love watching these like journal update videos, so I just thought I'd make one. I'll keep you guys updated on the developments in here. Oh, something I forgot to add is this Good Day Journal. I just got gifted this, and I think I'm gonna try and work this into my routine because I think it's like an important thing to do, especially in this time of like craziness, because it's a gratitude journal. It has these prompts to talk about what you're grateful for, how to be the best version of yourself, how to contribute to your goals. So I want to try and work this in, maybe not like every single day, but at least like once a week. I do like the like art that they work in the like quotes. Thank you to Antidote for sending me this. I can't really speak to how it works in my setup yet because I haven't dug into it, but I did want to mention it. Also, just a beautiful journal. I love the color, fabric bound. It's just really, really nice. I think it'll just look nice with the rest of my journals, you know, so we'll see how this works in. Thank you, Antidote, for sending this by, and I'll let you guys know how it goes for me.